Hey everyone, it's Misty, and I want to share with you guys my latest project. I did an altered birdhouse for a swap over Creating the Crafty Life, and this was for my partner Deb. So thank you so much, Deb, for being my partner. I had a lot of fun. And so I love this paper pad. This is what I used to cover a lot of my surfaces, and this was the Secret Garden Graphic 45 paper pad, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And I'll go ahead and share with you the paper that I used, which design paper it is, and I used Meadow Lark. And so this is the front side of it, and it has these little journaling spots. And then I used the back side, which is like this really pretty, like sagey green, or like it's an olivey sage green, and it the colors match absolutely perfect with this one right here. This is the My Mojito green. You can see that color better, and so this is just a slightly lighter version of that. And so it's just gorgeous paper pad. I love the colors. And so I used a lot of colors. I wanted to go as like really springy on this. So I started off with the coloring the base down here, and then you can't see it, but some of this is also colored. It's not completely white. I did gesso it first, and I sprayed the My Mojito green down here. Now you have to be really careful on the wood because it just kept pulling, so this was a little experimenting for me, but it did work, so you can spray on wood. So I used that one, and then for up here on the birdhouse, I'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit for you guys. And then on the actual birdhouse, I used the Cape Cod Coral. Gorgeous, gorgeous color. I love that color. So I used that to spray here. And then I used my Graphic 45 papers to go ahead and cover the sides and the back. And then also the roof. Now on the roof here, I did some layering with the Graphic 45 paper, and what I used the same sheet, and I just used the scraps that I had left over, and I used, it's not pink. What I had done with was the side that had the little, oh, what do you call it, the tags on it. I think that's what I did. Is that what I did? No, I have the green paper here. You can see the green. And the green, all I did was distress it with the walnut stain. And then on this one here, this one was from a different paper. And let me see if I can find it. I had some leftover paper from when I did my tag. And so I used, if I can get to it, I used this sheet here. Oops. I forgot I was zoomed in. It was kind of hard to see. I used this sheet here, which is really pretty, and it has just some script, so it's really, really pretty. And it's a nice light brown, so it took well to the ink. And I used the, see what color is this? This is the Pixie Dust, the pink Pixie Dust. It's by Versa Magic. It's a little chalk ink. And I just inked up the edges so that there would be a color difference going down, and then I also did the walnut stain. So I really like the way that turned out. I've never done that before, so I'm really happy. It was a little time consuming, but I really liked it. And then there's so much going on this thing. So let's see here, where am I at? Okay, so at the bottom here, I lent you some spray, or some flowers. This is a big Iron Rose gardenia, and I mean, it's really big. And I did like a two-tone effect with the My Mojito green, and then I did the Cosmopolitan pink, which is one of my favorite colors. And then I added just some flowers. I added this little acrylic spray I had from Recollections, the bottom part I had left over from another project. And so I went ahead and I gessoed the acrylic part, and then I took my chalk ink and I went over, and I also took a green chalk ink, but I don't know where I put it, and I went over this one to make it a green flower. Then I just took some of the Wild Orchid Craft little mini roses that I have in my shop. I took those and I sprayed them with different colors. For the blue, I used the Whale Watch Blue. Really pretty blue. And that's what I did with the flowers. And then down here on the bottom I have this little doily that I got from Deb in a swap way back. I think it was the Secret Santa one. And I sprayed that with a little bit of the green and then a little bit of this Icy Primrose Yellow, which it doesn't really look yellow, but it does come out yellow. It looks kind of orangey, but it's not. So I sprayed that, and then I put this adorable little Birdhouse charm down here. I found this in my stash, so I had to add it to this project. It was just perfect. And so if you can see it, and then I added little butterflies, and that's from the Martha Stewart punch. This punch here, I love this punch. It's like one of the first times I've ever used it, and I love it. So I put those little butterflies, and then there's another butterfly up top here, and then I cut out one of the little tags. I just put it right back behind the flowers. And then if you turn around, I did do the flowers all the way around, even into the back. And I've got some gorgeous flowers back here. I love these. And then another little butterfly. I've got an acrylic butterfly here from my shop that I just gessoed and then took some of the pink ink over. There's the candy gem sprays from my shop. It's in the pink. Kind of looks clear, but it is pink. It's a very light pink. And then up here I took some 4mm round pearl beads and then some lace from my stash. And the pearl beads, they were just little leftover pieces I had in my stash. And so I gessoed them and then I painted them with some green acrylic paint to match the paper line. And then if we keep going, let's see here, I added some of this beaded trim that I found in my stash. I have some lace in here for my stash too. It's kind of hard to see. But there's some really tiny lace here that I sprayed with my mojito green. I took some flat back daisy trim here, and I actually painted this with some brown acrylic paint. And then I also went over it with a little bit of my gesso. See some of the white spots, kind of just to grungy it up a little bit. And then I have a daisy up here, a little mini flower, another little rose here, and some calla lilies. And they were all sprayed with Lindy's. Oh, and there's a little rosebud. This is like the little perch, and I just took one of the little daisies. I actually had one left after I wrapped it around, so I put it right there. And then on here, there's some pearl trim that's under there I had in my stash. And then I took the daisy pearl trim and I did the same thing with the paint and the distress. And then I have a beautiful gardenia here. And the gardenia, I actually sprayed it with the Cosmopolitan Pink. And then I sprayed it also with the Alpine Ice Rose, which is really a dark pink. But I kind of watered it down a little just so it kind of gave this just a little bit touch of the darker pink around the edges. It's easier to see in person. I also whitewashed it all. Oh, and then there's some pearl trim around here that I whitewashed as well. There's a 1-inch clear acrylic butterfly. And then if you can see right down in here, there is some 4mm pearl trim, and that was in the mauve. And I actually gessoed over the whole thing lightly, and it just took it down and turned it to more of a pink color to match my project. And so I did that all the way around. And then I just have one little butterfly right here on the back. And then if we go up, I have this really cute little bird just perched up on the top. I had that in my stash. I have no idea where I got it. I've had it for years. But he's so cute. And then I have just a little teeny butterfly sitting up there. And in the center, I used my, I used my enamel accents in the white by Ranger, and that's what I did for all the centers of all the butterflies. It's hard to see that. So I think I covered it all. So that's everything I did for my birdhouse. And there will be pictures at the end of this so you can see better. And I'll have a list of products and what I used on my blog, so you can head on over and check all that out. And I'll have the link below for Creating the Crafty Life if you want to join swaps like these. And we are making swaps a bit more interesting over at Creating the Crafty Life, so you guys please come check them out. We're doing it slightly different than we have before, and we're going to start having guest hostess soon and some really special swaps, so please look out for that. And you guys just head on over, tell me what you think in the comment section below. You guys have a fantastic day. Bye!